Hello and welcome to our Build an Open Source e-commerce website series. In this series we'll be building a complete shopping cart website using Prestashop. There's a lot of different open source e-commerce shopping carts that we could have used, Magento, OS Commerce, but Prestashop really fits the needs of the series and what we want to convey. So I want to go over a brief introduction to each chapter. Chapter 1 will be e-commerce 101, and will just be a kind of a generalized chapter going over the introduction of e-commerce and online retail. We'll also go over all the shopping cart platform choices. Like I said, we're using Prestashop, but there's a bunch of good ones out there, and we want to give credit to those. So we have 5 or 6 shopping cart choices that we'll go over. Payment system and integration. Every platform needs some kind of payment plugin, and we'll go over the most popular plugins as far as on-site and off-site processing, PayPal, Authorize.net. So chapter 2, we're gonna go over Prestashop, go over the features quite briefly, and then we're going to set up our local environment, and that'll include installing XAMPP web server onto a Windows PC. And what XAMPP does is it allows us to run a hosted environment, to run an Apache server on our local machine, as well as MySQL, so we can actually install Prestashop right on our local machine, and we don't need to have a hosting account. And next we'll install Prestashop and configure it, and then finally we'll do a back office tour where I'll go over the back office, which is basically the admin area, and we'll just briefly go over each section and I'll explain as we go. So chapter 3 will be shipping and payment. Initially I'd planned to do the adding products and categories first and then do the shipping and payment, but I found that it's just easier if we get this out of the way, if we get our shop configured so that it'll work, and then move on to adding products and categories, etc. So in this chapter we'll set up shipping and carriers. We'll also deal with multi-currency and tax. And we'll also implement PayPal, as well as go over our other options as far as payment systems and payment gateways. So chapter 4, we'll move on to really the administration part of it, adding categories, manufacturers, suppliers, adding the actual products. Prestashop does by default come with a default template and default products, so we'll be looking at those in depth as well. Customer management, we'll be looking at our customers and the fields they fill out when they register and purchase a product, and we'll also go over order management and invoices and all that good stuff. So once we learn how to set up the shop, add our products, we'll move on to the actual front-end visualization part of it, and we'll go over templates as well as how to customize them. We'll go over modules and blocks, and we'll go over the built-in CMS in creating static web pages. So that's the 5 chapters that I have written out. Some things could change, some minor things. But that's the gist of it, and I hope you like the series.